This is not a medical advice. No, not at all. This is me keeping it real. This is me keeping it. This is me keeping it 100. All right. And what I'm about to tell you right now, you probably never heard it before. Never. But just keep in mind, for the scammer, this is not a medical advice. If you feel there's something wrong with your body, you should go ahead and check with your physician. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. But there's always a but. There are no accidents or coincidences in this universe or in the other one, right? It doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. Casuality? Coincidence, right? There is no such a thing. There is no such a thing. Things happen because that was the way that was supposed to happen, right? Period. Period. So check this out. We're about to have a lunar eclipse, right? On Sunday. This full moon is gonna be a lunar eclipse on Sunday, and it's gonna be on the most sensitive sign of the zodiac, which is Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, right? Water sign, intuition. That's the key word for this sign, intuition, right? These people are very intuitive. Pisces is dreamland, fantasies. I love this sign, right? I love it. One of my favorite signs, right? I mean, they're all my favorite signs, right? Because since I appreciate everything, I feel like every day is my birthday, right? That's why I'm able to connect with all the energies, because I appreciate every sign. If you ask somebody, what is your sign? They're going to tell you, oh, I'm Leo, and we are the best. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'm this, and we are the best. Okay. All right. Me? No. Everything is the best, right? Everything is the best, right? Absolutely everything is the best. So when you see everything like some people say, how is everything interconnected? How is everything separate, bro? How is everything separate? The fuck you mean? How is everything interconnected? How is everything separate? Anyhow, we're gonna have a lunar eclipse, right? On Sunday, in less than 48 hours, on the most sensitive sign of the zodiac, right? And the message is this. If you've been feeling pain in any part of your body, right? Like right now, I have pain like in 3 different parts of my body. I'm not gonna tell you, right? I'm not gonna tell you because I got enemies and shit. But right now, I'm in pain in 3 different parts of the body. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Right? So I know for a fact that it has to do with the lunar eclipse that is approaching, right? I'm already feeling this thing, right? And like I always say, destruction is part of the construction. The breakdown is the breakthrough. Right now, I'm going through the breakdown. As you can see, right? Right now I'm going through the breakdown, right? And the breakdown is the breakthrough. But here's the thing. Pain is a way for the universe to communicate with you. Pain. The universe, God, uses pain to communicate with you. Now, let me clarify something real quick. I am not a masochist, right? I don't enjoy pain. I don't fucking like pain. I mean, I go through it. I know how to turn pain into power, but I'm not a masochist, right? There are people that love pain. I don't love pain at all, right? At all. I don't love pain. I don't like pain, right? I don't know. Some people do. You'll be surprised. So when I tell you pain is one of the ways God uses to communicate with you, I'm not telling you that I'm enjoying pain. I don't enjoy pain, but through pain, right? If you're experiencing pain, there is a message in the pain, right? Because when one of the ways for God to communicate something very important to you is to make you experience something, is to calm you down, right? If you always are your best, you don't have time to listen to God. But if you're in pain, you're like, oh God, where you at? God, forget about me. You know what I mean? So God uses pain to communicate with you. You heard that before? Let me know. I'm telling you, right? And right now, man, I'm like, shit. I know that it has to do with the lunar eclipse because I've been through this many times, right? This is like my 5th year on my spiritual journey. So I have gone through this before. That's why I know, right? Because I have the experience, aka wisdom. I lived this before. I've been through this before, and I also know that everything is constantly changing, right? It will pass. Everything is constantly changing. Once again, check with your doctor if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But if you're in your path, if you're on my frequency and you are experiencing some type of weird shit in your body, calm down. I mean, relax, and try to understand why is it happening, right? Why is it happening? Ask God, why am I feeling this? Or what is the message? You see, if you're at your best, how can I explain this shit, man? How can I explain this shit? In order for God to call your attention, pain is a way for God to call your attention. Like I said before, because when you're not at your best, right? You can do the things that you usually do. You know what I mean? You're not in your normal state. You're different, right? So when you're down, right? In your darkest night, you become illuminated. When you're down, that's when you see things in a different perspective. There we go. When you're in pain, right? It makes you appreciate life even more, right? Hell yeah. God, where you at? Where you at? Let me not. It will pass, okay? It will pass. But the changes that are taking place are freaking monumental, right? I wasn't gonna make this video, but I was like, wait, hold on a second. If I create this video, I'm gonna feel better. I know that for a fact. As a matter of fact, maybe that's the reason why God made me go through the pain so I can deliver the message. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't for the pain. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. I know you do. Not because I'm a genius, but just because you're very intelligent. You're also a genius. You know that. All you gotta do is believe a little more. Believe in yourself, right? You see, when I was 17, I was working in a restaurant, and the owner of the restaurant told me one time, believe in what you're doing, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one's gonna believe in you. That's all he had to say. Ever since then, I was like, oh my God, he gave me the green light. The owner of the place told me, believe in yourself. What the fuck you mean? You know you got it right. Believe in yourself. I was like, wow, it's like that? Yeah, it's like that. So believe in yourself. I'm already feeling better. You see, maybe the Annie that before I started this video, the Annie was a little stuck, but since that's why self-expression is freedom, right? I'm expressing myself, right? I'm expressing what I'm feeling. So I'm breaking through the blockage. You know what I'm saying? So pain is a way God uses to communicate with you. Pay attention to a lunar eclipse, and just know that I love you and God loves you. Faith is all it takes. Faith is all it took, baby.